A very good morning, students. How are you? I hope all are fine. Stay safe at home. If all of you copied the science notes in your classwork or not, I conducted 4 units in science, such as the world of plants, the world of animals, health and hygiene, measurements. And I already forwarded all the notes for these lessons. So all of you mark the objectives in your textbook and copy only very short answer and detailed answers in your science classwork. So students, all of you must complete your science classwork. Okay. Welcome back to 6th standard science video class. Today I will start with a new lesson, Matter Around Us, Unit 3. What is meant by matter? It is defined as any things that occupy the space and has mass is known as matter. That is, the things that has a space and mass is known as matter. And the matter is found in 3 states. What are the states? First one solid, and second one liquid, and third one gases. So the matter exists in 3 states such as solid, liquid and gaseous. What are the examples for solid things? Like pencil, table, hat, apple, cycle, clock, fan, all are the example for the solid things. And liquid things. What are the examples for liquid things? Water, juices, milk, soup, rain and milk. These are the some of the examples for solid substances. And next one is gaseous substances like air, hot airs and wind and fog, streams. All of the examples for the some of the examples for the gaseous substances. And matter is made up of or composed with atoms. What is meant by atom? Atom is the smallest particles of matter, and atom contains proton, neutrons and electrons. And the protons and neutrons is collectively known as nucleus. And atoms are very small particles. We are not able to see the atoms with naked eye. Only we see the atoms with the help of microscope. Next, molecules. We know atom is a small unit and 2 or more atoms are combined together to form a molecules. That is, 2 or more atoms are combined together to form a substance that is known as molecule. For example, here water is a molecule and it has 2 atom of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. So totally it contains 3 atoms. So it is known as molecule. And next we learn about, that is, the atoms is a small unit. 2 or more atoms are combined together to form a molecules. The 2 or more molecules are combined together to form a matter. That means the matter contains many molecules. Okay, children. There is more about atoms and molecules is there, but we will learn about this in higher classes. Next we will learn about characteristics of particles of matter. The particles of matter have lot of space between them, and the particles of matter are attract with each other. and grouping of matter. Based on physical states, we already know the matter can be grouped into three types. What are the types? Solid, liquid and gases. Let us learn about the mass, shape and volume of solid, liquid and gaseous substances. First, solid substances. Take a solid things such as pencil, and if you need any container to place a pencil, no need, because it is these particles are tightly packed and pencil has a definite shape, so we kept it in anywhere. The shape and volume of the pencils are not changed because it is composed of solid particles. And next one is liquid. The liquid, where we kept the liquid substances, it need a container to place it, otherwise it drop into the ground, and it does not has any shape. It just take the shape of the container because the liquid particles are loosely packed. For example, a glass of juice. The juice is a liquid and it does not has any shape and volume, and it occupies the shape of the container such as glass or any other. And next one is gaseous substance. Like liquid, the gas substances are need any object to place it, and it does not has any shape, so it just take the shape of the object because the solid particles are very loosely packed. For example, the gas filled balloon. The air is placed all over and it does not have any shape and volume, and it just occupy the place in balloon. And next one is diffusion. The tendency of particles to spread out in order to occupy the available space is known as diffusion. That is, the particles to spread out, that is known as diffusion. Let us learn about diffusions in solid, liquid and gaseous substances. The particles of liquid and gases can move easily and quickly from one place to another. For example, if you drop a little amount of water on ground, what will happen? It will spread easily and quickly. Like the gases are also spread easily and quickly from one place to another. In solid, the particles of solid are tightly packed and they do not automatically diffuse from one place to another place. For example, if you place a stone in a table, stone is a solid particle. If you place it in a table, if it automatically change its positions from one place to another place? No. Wherever you kept, it remains in same place because the solid particles are tightly packed. The diagram represents the solid particles. The particles which is present in the solid are tightly packed. In liquid, it is slightly loosely packed. In gases, it is very freely packed. And next we learn about the compressibility of gases compared to liquid and solid. Let us explain the compressibility of gases and liquid and solid with a experiment. To take three identical syringes, close the nozzle of syringe tightly using a cork and remove the plunger, that is known as pistol, and fill the first syringe with solid substances like sand or chalk powder, and fill the second syringe with liquid substances like ink or water, and in third syringe we just in empty syringe we just draw the piston back to suck the air, and now it is filled with air. Next, now you press the first, second and third syringe using the piston. What do you observe from this? Is it easy or hard to press? That is, the conclusion is the piston move freely in the third syringe, that is filled with the air or gas, and it is quite easy to move the piston in second syringe, that is filled with liquid, but the piston is hardly or difficultly moved in first syringe, that is filled with solid substances. So, from this experiments we conclude that the gases are highly compressible compared to liquid and solid, because the third syringe is easily compressed and the second syringe is quite easily compressed, but the first syringe is filled with the solid substances is very hard and difficult to compress. So, from this we conclude that the gaseous substances are highly compressible compared to liquid and solid substances. Okay students, next we discuss about the differentiation between solid, liquid and gases. From the above notes, we differentiate the solid, liquid and gases. First one, solid particles has definite shape and volume. We already know about that. The solid particles has definite shape and volume. But liquid particles, there is no definite, it does not contain any definite shape, and it attains the shape of the vessel in which they kept. And gaseous particles also does not has any definite shape and volume. Only the solid particles only has the definite shape and volume. And second one, we know from the above explanations, that is the experiment, solid particles are incompressible. That means it is very difficult to compress. Liquid particles are compressible to a small extent, and gaseous substances are highly compressible. And third one, there is a little space between solid particles. In liquid particles, it contains greater space between them, and in gaseous particles, it has greatest space between them. It is freely move from one place to another place. It has greatest space. And fourth one, the solid particles are attract with each other very strongly. The solid particles are very strongly attract with each other. And in liquid particles, the force of attraction is very less compared to solid particles. And gaseous particles, the force of attraction is least between the gaseous particles. So, it does not contain any force of attraction between them. Why it does not contain any force of attraction between them? Because the space between the gaseous particles is very greatest space is there. So, it does not contain the force of attraction. That is, it contains very least force of attraction. And fifth one, the solid particles cannot move freely. Why it cannot move freely? Because it is tightly packed and the liquid particles are move freely because it is loosely packed, and the gaseous particles are continuous in random motions because it is always in random motions. Okay students, let us recap today's class. First we learn about the introduction about matter and the three states of matter such as solid, liquid and gases, and the compressibility of them and the differentiation between the solid, liquid and gases. So students, thank you students. I hope all you enjoyed today's video class, and in upcoming week I will explain about the continuation of the lesson such as the pure substances and mixture and separation techniques and food adulteration. Thank you students.